I know we did last year, but it's the final this week, so a quick word on that.
Yeah, as it gets nearer, the importance of it for both clubs is just going to really ramp up. 40,000 English fans going over to Bilbao. It's going to be a special atmosphere, and a lot at stake. A lot at stake for both managers, for both clubs. It really does impact the next, I think, maybe possibly 2-3 years for each of these clubs, because they need investment into their teams. And if they don't get this Champions League money, then there's going to be a lot less investment, which means then that they could not finish it. They might not finish in the Champions League next season, which then means that you're just, if you like, bumping the problem more down the road. And yeah, so important for both clubs. Ange, many saying that no matter what happens, that he may not stay at Spurs. So he said earlier on in the season that he would win silverware in his second season, and he's on the brink of doing so. For Ruben Amorim, you know, to win silverware in his first season at Manchester United and sort of be able to overcome the horrific league form and go into that pre-season with a new group of players, with the the money behind him that he's got to be able to invest into the squad, and the confidence of a medal round the players' necks and his neck is massive. So it's huge on Wednesday, and I said from the moment that those two teams went through, I've got a sickly feeling about it. I won't look forward to it on Wednesday, to be honest with you, from a point of view as being a United fan, until it's over and hopefully United have won. But I know Tottenham fans will be thinking very differently.
Yeah, it is that time when we all feel sick as fans. Obviously, playoff weekend ahead as well. Yes. We didn't go into that, but by this time next week, Sheffield United or Sunderland will have ticked the final box. That's a massive game. Last weekend of the Premier League.
A series of £100 million football matches, Peter.
Exactly that, Gary. Exactly.
What football was designed for?
Was it? Okay.
I don't think so.
Well done, Gary. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Manchester United enter this Europa League final under immense scrutiny, and Gary Neville's latest comments have shifted attention away from formations and player matchups to something far less tangible but ultimately decisive: the battle for mental supremacy. During his recent analysis, Neville highlighted that the game will hinge not on who dominates possession or creates chances, but on which side can master the psychological challenges inherent in a one-off final. He argued that Manchester United, burdened by a storied past and recent near-misses, carry more weight on their shoulders, while Tottenham, free from the same legacy pressure, can play with a reckless freedom that often spells trouble for more established opponents. Neville didn't stop at generalities. He pointed out that United's recent slip-ups in key moments have fostered a collective anxiety that can cause individual errors to compound, particularly if the team concedes an early goal. In his view, the first quarter of an hour will be crucial. If United can seize control and strike first, they will channel their history into momentum. If not, they risk being consumed by doubts. Conversely, he suggested that Tottenham's mindset as underdogs will allow them to thrive if given a foothold. The anxiety that plagues United could become a self-fulfilling prophecy, hampering players' decision-making at critical junctures. What has truly astonished observers is Neville's identification of an underappreciated factor: the absence of a commanding voice to steady the team when adversity arises. With Bruno Fernandes possibly not at full fitness and Harry Maguire sidelined, United lack a clear on-pitch general to marshal the troops. Neville warned that without someone to galvanize the squad after a setback, United could drift, unable to regroup under the weight of expectation. He stressed that leadership in moments of chaos is as pivotal as technical ability. A single rallying cry or assertive intervention can flip momentum and reinvigorate teammates. When pressed for a bold forecast, Neville's answer was as crisp as it was unsettling: an early United goal hands them the trophy, a Tottenham strike first turns the game on its head. He even floated the possibility of extra time and penalties, pointing out that nerve management in such scenarios can override any tactical blueprint. In his estimation, a shootout would magnify the mental contest, leaving the spoils to the side best equipped to handle pressure with calm precision. The stakes for both clubs extend beyond silverware. For United, victory would symbolize a renaissance, a reclaiming of glory after seasons